Innovation.
Weather. You want to agree with that?
Yeah, I love weather. Trending music.
I love the life that I love. I love the life that I live. Tomorrow.
Traffic updates.
Ojoba and Chodi intersections is good. There's no cause for alarm.
Sports. And everything fun is right here on Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch that dial.
Critical conversations in the political, economic, and social space has become extremely important.
There's a need for a lot of people, not even the political party, those in the civil society, those who believe in Nigerian emancipation of people from the shackle of poverty.
More than ever before, Nigerians now deserve to be heard. We all need a voice.
Nigeria of nowadays, we are suffering. People come on Gari, we can't buy Gari again. Gari has come as a cocaine. Food we can't buy, rice we can't buy, we can't feed our.
Join OMOBOLA SANDRA every Thursday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM to lend your voice and speak to the real issues affecting the Nigerian state. Open Forum. Your time to talk is now.
Good afternoon. It's time for Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. I trust we had an amazing week. I trust we had a restful, productive week. It's been quite an interesting one, especially for all of us as Nigerians. There's been a lot, that we have been going through. We are going through a lot, yes, as Nigerians collectively. It's very unfortunate, but that is our reality at now. But then there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. There are a lot of people that are very, very optimistic about the outcome of all of this, hardship seemingly that we are going through at this time. And a lot of people that are hopeful something good will turn out very soon. We should just hold on to hope. More importantly, let's take care of ourselves. Let's look out for each other. Let's be kind to one another. Say something nice. Even if you don't have the money, it's not all about money. The way you treat people, sometimes it goes a long way in helping their psyche, in helping them mentally, psychologically. So we can all agree that everybody is going through a lot, all Nigerians. So we can't say, oh no, because you have this, that means you are fine. That's not the truth, or that may not be the reality of that person. So if we can have that at the back of our minds, I think, one way or the other, we'll be able to weather this storm. This is Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. Happens every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. 2 hours of open mic for you, our dear listener, to join the conversation, air your view, air your voice, put your voice, in the agenda setting as regards nation building. Let's ensure that we keep talking about it until the right people in the right places actually listen and take a definite decision that will take or move our country forward. So that's why Open Forum was created, because we understand that in the course of the week, a lot of different shows that we have, you may not have the time to freely express yourself, air your views. There's a lot of shows here that you're either given 1 minute or 2 minutes, but here it's Open Forum, it's 2 hours. Just join the conversation and let's see what we can do as regards doing our own part. So my name is OMOBOLA Sandra, and it's going to be an interesting one. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can join the program on those platforms and share your contributions as the show progresses. All right, so you can join us on Facebook and YouTube at mainland 98.3 FM. Very soon as well, we will be opening the phone line for you to join the conversation via the phone line, or you can send text messages or WhatsApp messages to the message box. All right, so it's just going to be an interesting one. All we have to do is ensure that let's hold each other's hands. There's a lot that has happened in the past 1 week. So we'll just quickly, very quickly, bring you up to speed as regards all of these stories, and then the phone line is open officially for you to call in and share your thoughts or join the conversation, however it is that you are. So wherever you are right now, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing fine, and I really wish all of us all the best. But then as we take care of each other, I also understand that sometimes it just helps to let it out. Okay, so which of the stories that had trended in the past 1 week that you want to share your thoughts on? All right, so we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, we'll go full throttle as regards all of the stories or the reports, the major stories that we'll be looking at. Don't forget, yes, we'll be reeling out some stories, some reports, but if any of the stories that we are reading out or we're reeling out is not what you would like to focus on, you can always bring us to your own issue or your own report. You can always do that. So if we are talking and you realize that they've not mentioned one thing that I am particularly interested in, of course you can call in and join the conversation or bring us up as regards that particular focus. So we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, the phone line will be open and we have our introduction to the reports that we're going to be looking through this afternoon. It's 8 minutes past 1. You're listening to Open Forum on mainland 98.3 FM.
Hello Lagos, I am SP Benjamin Hundeyi, Police Public Relations Officer, Lagos State Command. You are listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. If you see something, say something.
Fantastic conversations.
Great to see you again. It's good weather. You want to agree with that?
Yeah, I love weather. Trending music. Traffic updates.
Ojoba and Chorty intersections is good. There's no cause for alarm.
Sports. And everything fun is right here on mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch that dial.
Is to bring normalcy and redecorate. It's more difficult.
The general elections in 2023 have created conversations and consequences that will live with us for years to come. From the executive to the judiciary, legislature, media, and the people, organized labor, and civil society organizations, issues that will continue to shape the future of our country needs continuous probing and interrogation.
I see the greater objective for the party, and let me tell you, I've told the PDP in some locations that, gentlemen, be careful. Better men have founded parties that have gone into oblivion. Where's the party of Oᴜᴜᴜ? Where's the party of Azikwe? Where's PRP of Rimi? Political parties must be nurtured, they must be reinvented, they must be true to their own
Oᴘᴇᴜ and Said Fuad on Midweek Politics every Wednesday 1 to 3 p.m. on mainland 98.3 FM for thought-provoking conversations, voices from the top, engaging interviews, in-depth analysis on all matters around politics, policies and governance. Midweek Politics on mainland 98.3 FM, bringing the right perspectives to everything politics. Critical conversations in the political, economic, and social space has become extremely important.
There's a need for a lot of people, not even the political party, those in the civil society, those who believe in Nigerian emancipation of people from the shackle of poverty.
More than ever before, Nigerians now deserve to be heard. We all need a voice.
Nigeria of nowadays, we are suffering. People come on Gari, we can't buy Gari again. Gari has come as a cocaine. Food we can't buy, rice we can't buy, we can't feed our
Join OMOBOLA Sandra every Thursday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM to lend your voice and speak to the real issues affecting the Nigerian state. Open Forum. Your time to talk is now.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Thank you for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Yes, let us get into the stories that we're going to be looking at today on Open Forum. The phone line will be open very, very soon. So, of course, hot on as regards to top stories this week or in the past 1 week. Of course, there's the conversation as regards state police. That's one that we looked at in the past 1 week. We also looked at the CBN injecting $16 million into the economy and trying to save the naira, because as of today, the dollar is at 1,360 naira. Yes, that's what we have. That's the report as of today, as of now, actually. So we also have that. And we also have, of course, imports. Imports slums 32% as dealers trade safety for survival. We also have a report in the past 1 week, of course, politics as regards the Ondo APC primaries that was held on Saturday. We also have here Nigeria is set to receive fresh $2.2 billion World Bank loan. That we also had that conversation earlier this week. Also, very, very, very quickly, there's also the coastal highway conversation. Apparently, we haven't heard the last of that. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections has come forward to say that the coastal superhighway is a misplaced priority. Do you agree? What are your thoughts? Do you share such sentiments? I know a lot of people, especially Gege Joshua, if he's listening, is so invested in the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, and a lot of people can't wait for it to be put up. But then there are some people who just feel like, well, do you agree with Mr. Peter Obi as regards the fact that the Coastal Highway is a misplaced priority? We'll also be looking at IGP warns of governor's excesses as federal government insists on state police. Earlier this week, we had the report. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has said that state police is a necessity at this time, very, very compulsory. But then the Inspector General of Police differs on this particular report. And what we have is that the IG, Kayode Egbetokun, has said that Nigeria is not mature enough, or is not mature to operate state government-controlled police. He stated this on Monday, and according to him, he said rather than looking at state police structure, why not merge the FRSC, that's Federal Road Safety Commission, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Commission, NSCDC, as departments under the federal police. That's what he's looking at, and said that as opposed to state police, urging lawmakers to properly fund the existing federal policing structure, and things will look out awesome. He said, and I quote, "It is the submission of the leadership of the Nigeria Police Force that Nigeria is yet to mature and ready for the establishment of state-controlled police." He also argued that state policing would further exacerbate the existing ethnic tension in the nation. and his position has been met, with a lot of criticism and all of that. I mean, right from when the speech was being read out, the speech was met with jeers and loud protests from the audience who were booing that particular one. But then, as it is now, this position, or the position of the IG, is publicly, or is against the publicly expressed stance of the president on state police. The president in February met with state governors in Abuja, during which they considered the possibility of setting up state police. And here we are now. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but the number one policeman of the country, that's the IG, the Inspector General of Police, is now saying that it doesn't think Nigeria is mature for state police. Rather, they should look at funding of the federal policing structure that is in existence now, put more money into it, and also merge the NSCDC and the FRSC under the federal police structure. So now let's have a conversation about that. What do you think about the concerns of the IGP on state policing structure? Do you also agree, or do you think that, yes, even if you agree, do you think that the pros outweighs the cons? Looking at, yes, there are some concerns. I think it's the concerns of the IG is something that a lot of people had been pushing forward. Are you sure the governors are not going to take advantage of this? Are you sure state leadership will not take advantage of the fact that the security structure of the state is rest entirely on their table or in their hands and all of that? But then what about the pros, the advantages of having state police? All right, and that's what a lot of people have been pushing forward as one of the solutions to our insecurity problem in the country, which is the major issue, the major challenge that we're all facing as Nigerians, is insecurity. Insecurity is affecting our economy, it's affecting food production, it's affecting movement, transportation as well. So it's a serious issue that we need to tackle. So if people are saying that state police is one of the solutions to tackling this, and then we have the Inspector General of Police, who one way or the other should also know better, is saying that no, not at this time now, Nigeria is not mature. So do you think the advantages of having state police outweighs the disadvantages that the IG is concerned about? And what about the issue of political excesses? We have we have state leadership. We see what happens during elections, where we have the use of miscreants or so. Yes, I think we can use that word. People, we use area boys, basically touts, during elections and all of that. We're not going to see a much more bigger challenge by the time we have state leadership in total control of our police structure. So what about the issue of political excesses? Let's have a conversation as regards that. The concerns of the IGP, Mr. Tɣᴇ Sᴏᴜᴜ, as regards the state establishment of state-controlled police, saying Nigeria is not ready yet for state police. We'll just quickly look at there was something that former President Goodluck Jonathan also said as regards this particular situation. Although yes, he also encouraged, he said it is time for Nigeria to have a state police. This is the time for us to do that. This is time for us to there's no other time for us to do that. But then what are your thoughts? Let's have a conversation around that. That is the first story that we will be looking at this at 0913 6000 410 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call, and that's the first report that we're looking at this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, yes, I can hear you.
Hello. Yes, good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon, Foma.
Yes. Number one, we did not need to set for this for now. Yes, because the politicians are abusing it. So even though the last election, we saw what the police also did. So inviting state police we are still going to have commissioner for state police. So at the end of the day, there is a power struggle. For now, I also support the idea that we did not need. Now, the issue of the coastal road the P2B mentioned. If P2B said that for now we did not need it, there should be a reason. Properly, we have a lot of things to invest for. Even though what looking at it, by the end of the day, if Nigeria is properly settled, peaceful across board, such a thing will come in. Though it's a very good investment, there's nothing wrong about it. But the timing now, Nigeria is not yet at peace. So when Nigeria is at peace, there's a security, everybody can travel across board. So such a thing will come in. Even though those who will come from outside of the country, they will live a comfortable life. But let me go to Yaya Bello. Yes, the chairman of EFCC, prevention and if is unable to lay hand on Yaya Bello and the government and the people in power to prevent, if you resign, it will be a big blow to this president, but President Tinubu, because at the end of the day, in the back of his mind, say, *ɪssūᴜᴜ he did not give him a free hand to do this. That is really my say for this.
Thank you very much, Ufoma. Ufoma has been able to touch about 3 different stories. He looked at state police, he looked at the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, and also the back and forth between Yahaya Bello and the EFCC. More recent update. I mean, there's just a lot to take away as well from that particular report. A lot of people are also of the opinion that why is the EFCC, or why is Pastor Oᴘᴇɪᴜ, that's the chairman of the EFCC, subjecting the whole drama to some sort of media trial? At this time now, everybody is now involved in the whole situation. From invitation, now we don't even know what exactly where exactly we are at as regards that one. There's a letter that has come forward from the court. We'll get into all of the nitty-gritty of that particular report. That's the Yahaya Bello and the versus the EFCC. We'll get into all of that, but very quickly, 0913 6000 410. Yes, do you also agree with Ufoma as regards the fact that yes, maybe the Coastal Highway is a laudable project, but not now? What do you think? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon.
My name is Lori calling from Ikoyi.
Okay, please go ahead.
What Peter B said is very correct. I read it and I think of it. What are you doing on another road where we have the people of Calabar said they don't have road to go there? They have a road, but the road is not motorable. So instead of you just better use that money to fix the existing one before you come to do new one. And what the man is saying is, for me, that road will not go more than Lagos City. And secondly, another thing I want to talk, because even call so that they will say that the dollar is dropping, but the food stuff is not dropping. I let them to know that what cause inflation? Even the price subsidy at $1 million to go up. So until you get to the root of the problem, you cannot solve it. You cannot solve something halfway. Even the when this man take over, the dollar was less than 800. Everything was now when you remove the subsidy, the dollar, everything has go the dollar, the food has to go up. So you better go to the root of where you started it. You start from there. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Well, we have now gone into our exchange of our forex crisis. Let's just put it that way. We have gone into that. Don't forget, as we're having this conversation, if there's any area of focus that has not been mentioned and you want to bring it up to speed, feel free to do that. You don't have to follow the guide that we are using. We don't have to discuss on the story that is being discussed at the moment. If you have yours, let's have a conversation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sister.
Yes.
My name is Oscar.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Papa.
All right.
Thank you so much. I just want to contribute to what's on ground right now. What we're right now.
Yes, please go ahead.
For me, I think the Inspector General is saying the right thing at this particular time. Why do I talk like that?
Okay.
From now, I don't think Nigeria needs
state police, because we all, just like the people that have spoken, said, the politicians, they have their own the next coming election. Are you getting me, man?
Yes.
And if we are not careful, if Nigerians don't stand up on their feet right now, let the federal government know the right to do you. Finally, have their way to have state police without any problem. We are not mature enough. For now, we have state police. You know, when Nigeria is nice, you know, when we have peace, you know, when we try seeing the law already, we used to before, then that can work. But for now, when we have discrimination, we have language, we have, you know, this kind of a thing, we have to unite first. We ourselves first as one. Before we also let's have a police. I'm doing my choice.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Mr. Oscar. But then maybe I should reel out, you know, the some of, you know, the concerns that people are raising as regards this state police, because the truth is, there are the pros, there are the cons. But then either we embrace state police and the abuses that are expected of them, which, you know, but then what about, you know, the fact that we have to deal with, you know, these kidnappers and bandits and all of that, with hands tied behind their backs by the law? Now, during the administration of President Muhammad Buhari, he warned Nigerians that majority of the bandits and terrorists and, you know, killer herdsmen were not natives of the country. And this statement was made by the then president, and it provided some insight into the precarious situations that we have found ourselves in. So even though the past administration, you know, lacked some or had some lax policies, and, you know, the treatment of the killer herdsmen as though they were acting in self-defense and all of that, but you know, there was a lot, you know, that when we look deeper into that statement of, you know, former President Muhammad Buhari. So because of how inadequate the country's police force is, you have more than 30 states of the federation have the military handling internal security operations, which isn't supposed to be. See what happened at Okwama. All right. So as it is now, Section 214 of the 1999 Nigeria Constitution reads, "There shall be a police force for Nigeria, which shall be known as the Nigeria Police Force. Subject to the provisions of this section, no other police force shall be established for the federation or any part thereof." And that's why when you see the regional police, the regional security outfits, they had to get permission even to carry weapons. Some of them even until now still can't carry weapons and all of that. But again, the military had to take action in some areas in the country due to the fact that, you know, we don't even have enough policemen. Aside from that, the military isn't supposed to even get involved in domestic security issues, especially if our Nigeria police system is working. So according to reports, bandits were purposefully brought into the country for elections, dumped on Nigerians, and when their job was done or the mission was aborted, they had nothing to do. And, you know, that was, you know, what brought about where we had bandit, terrorists and killer herdsmen and all of that. So despite all of these existential security concerns, Nigerians are legally prohibited from organizing for self-defense adequately, and the IG is unlikely to authorize any police commissioner to give vigilantes permission to carry assault weapons at this time now. So from north to south, the nation's forests have been overtaken. Some use these places as training grounds, bases of operations, places of kidnappings and all of that. So as it is now, the Nigerian law enforcement is beset with glaring institutional issues. Out of the 26 federal states, Nigeria is the only one that has a centralized police force. So that's one. Okay. Whereas some other parts of the world, there's state police. Aside from that, there's community policing as well. And these are all fundamental elements of, you know, true federalism and all of that. So the truth of the matter is, while we go deeper into whether or not we need it or whether or not we don't need it, there are the advantages and of course there's the disadvantage. There's nothing that you would have or that you want to, do that won't have its cons as well as its pros, because for you to want to do it, that means there are advantages that you have already cited. But then before we go even deeper, or before I go even deeper into all of that, like I said, there's a lot that we still need to talk about. It's not just state police, but then it seems to be the focus at this time now. Let's go back to the phone line. I'll be back with all of the stories or the reports as regards to policing. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, madam.
Yes. Good afternoon.
My name is Malam Salah.
Oh, Malam Salah, you're welcome.
Thank you. First of all, let me start with
I can barely hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Good. So let me start with the state police.
Okay.
I don't know why when people, after leaving government, they started talking as if they are still whatever. How can a Jonathan will talk of the state police that this is the right time to have state police? All what we are having today in terms of kidnapping, whatever, telling one civil insecurity that has not happened during this time. Why did he advocate that during this time when he ruled this country for 6 years? Right? Hello, Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
So what forced him to do that? If he's so sincere, I don't know why people are just looking for cheap publicity or whatever. I don't know how to put it. Okay, now, to be honest with you, how many states can afford to maintain police? Google it, please find it after this program. Just get the price of one AK-47. It's almost $1 million plus. One. So, and this I said that cannot even pay 30,000 minimum wage. Are you now telling me that you want to arm people, give them arms, and leave them without money? They must have a way to survive. This is another one. Let me give one example with judiciary, for example. As you see today, some people we used to have a conflicting judgment. Somebody will just go to State High Court, and another person will just go to Federal High Court and get counter. You understand? So definitely we are going to have a conflict of interest. When someone will go to state police and someone will come with the federal police, then we the police themselves will have to. So we are going to face a very serious security problem. Because the IG is a security expert. He knows better. Okay, look at what happened between Bello and EFCC and the Ododo of Kogi. They went there and take the guy away simply because he was sitting governor. If this man has a police under his command, what do you think will happen? They will exchange fire within themselves. So for me, we are not right to that level. I'm coming back to dollar issue.
Forex crisis, yes.
Forex crisis. But then there is no way dollar will even go more than this. You can't get something out of nothing. What do you have? What do we export? Our code, we cannot even meet up water of our code. That is the only extent we are doing that we aim for the extent. We don't have it. Right? So I don't see why we are dipping hand into our foreign reserve and get money and do all this palliative first aid economy that I do. I don't think can solve the problem. And another angle is this on Oᴜᴜᴜ slicing the season price to 910 after yesterday when I heard from the newspaper.
Yes,
although it's not for me, I look at it as, in my opinion, this is another way of paying subsidy directly to him, not to the marketer. You understand? My reason is very simple.
Okay.
If Dangote is so kind of way to reduce the price of diesel to that level, that is not the only product he deal with now. Let him slice the price of cement to 5,000 naira. Let him get this price of sugar now. Let him reduce price of flour. Let us know that yes, he's so kind. You understand? And today, I'm listening at the MRS or whatever, Maria that they are selling 100 and 1,000 other 50 naira. That is a family business. MRS is an extension of Dangote's company. So it's another way of paying subsidy as far as I'm concerned. It's not something that was out of this. That is my take about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think that's also one of the concerns that Fuad raised when we're having this conversation earlier this week. Hope we're not driving towards, where we're going to have a monopoly again in that sector. And he raised concern as regards the fact that the cement industry had been monopolized and all of that. With this reduction and the fact that now we're going to be heavily dependent on Dangote refinery providing diesel, especially since it's going to be trading at a low price and also in naira. Hope we're not going to be looking at the fact that this is another monopoly coming in again. How can we have hello okay, apologies for that. I think I didn't know that we had connected there. All right, so hope we're not going to have another situation where it's just one man controlling an entire market. I think that's also one of the concerns that Fuad side raised as regards that. But the manufacturers association, they seem to be excited. They're optimistic. Let me not use the word excited, please. They seem to be optimistic as regards the low price of diesel. Even the marketers themselves as well seem to be optimistic about the low price of diesel. But then unfortunately, there's a lot of other factors that contribute to the price of diesel at the retail end now. Okay, so there's transportation, there's tax as well. So when you factor that all of that we still have to pay, a ridiculous amount, for diesel. So there's just a lot. But then this is Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM, and the number to call to join the conversation is 0913-600410. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Sandra.
Alhaji sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. On the pending issue as far as Nigeria is concerned.
On which one?
Yes, first of all, let me just use this opportunity to appeal to our president. The Nigerian president is our president. And we need to encourage him, we need to pray hard for him. I believe if he succeeds, Nigeria is going to be happy. That is my basic, mind. But another thing we need to understand, whatever he did to us in this country, history will never forget. Like his wife said, he doesn't need our money. He has enough. So, what we need from him to save us from this calamity we have presently, we are in a fix. We want somebody that will bail us from this problem. Nigeria is blessed. God has interest for us in all ramifications. We talk of weather, we talk of mineral resources, we are blessed. All our problem is leader, and that is what we have been suffering for. But my point is, where I'm going is this. In as much as I've made analysis that the President Tinubu does not need our money, we just want him to save us. On the issue of forex stability, you understand? You see, like somebody said, you see, look, we need to encourage our economy. Don't let us over labor Cardoso, the central bank governor. When we know presently our economy are not producing, and what will make our economy buoyant is for us to be to be a producing company. a country that is producing, so that we can achieve. Somebody mentioned that we are not even meeting our quotas as far as the crude oil is concerned. Yes, we are not meeting up, and that's why we have problems, concerning the Dangote refinery. You see, what is happening with our own present refinery? In a refinery, the moment all the refinery is functioning, there's a lot of produce that will generate revenue for the economy of this country. Apart from, the manpower, Nigeria, being engaged. So what is there? But at the same time, our president, that's why I'm appealing to him. The issue of, inflation that is happening now is a clear issue. Nigerians are not lazy. You see, what we want from President Tinubu is to give us an enabling environment. You see, I go now to this my age. I know what Nigeria is doing. Everybody, is doing one thing or the other, especially, farming. Now we cannot go to farm. You go to the farm, they will kill you. So what is happening? If President assistant this issue of herdsmen that is killing our people must stop. The kidnapping must stop. How can we be living in a country whereby you cannot travel to somewhere you are told you are kidnapped? Sandra, let me give you one story. A man and his husband and the children, in Ogun State here, they want to enter their house. You understand, with the wife. Up to today, they want what they kidnap the wife, they lock the children and the husband in their room, and they carry the woman away. Since March 2nd, up to now the woman has not been released. So what kind of love is that? It happened to them. They don't know who is going to happen. A lot of people this thing has happened to. They have lost their life. Nigeria is not like this. That is why I'm appealing to President Tinubu to give us an enabling environment. Palliative is not the answer. How is they going to sustain it? You give somebody the right to do. Look, let us work for ourselves. That's what we are saying. Let our refinery work what you have been having. People, some leaders in this country, they sat down and give us the refinery. We have so good refinery in this country. Apart from the steel rolling mill. Ajakuto is there. It's not functioning. Oᴘᴜᴜ is messed up. It's collapsed. Worry steel rolling mill is collapsed. People collapse because of their selfish interest. Okay. But we are begging President Tinubu to help us with this issue and give us an enabling environment. Okay. On the issue of the state police, please, I'm begging with the characteristics of governor we have. We have seen a lot from Alamazia. Alamazia declares as a woman. What is the purpose? They are looking at our resources to oversee. A lot of them. Another one is what happened in Kogi State now. Somebody paying advance money for his children. Where Kogi people are suffering. In the Kogi treasury, in their own account. Something says $1,000. What kind of nonsense? And these are the characteristics of a governor we have. They cannot pay the worker salary. So, no talk of saying we want to maintain state police. It's not done. We are not right for it. We are not right for it. Let them empower the present Nigerian police force. Collapse what is the issue of FRC? We collect money up and down. Civil defense. Collapse them. Instead, it's strengthening the Nigerian police. Give them we have this. We know how they operate those days. If you just stand there, let me stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alhaji. I appreciate you, sharing your thoughts. You talked about quite a whole lot. Well, this is Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. It's open mic. It's a program that, has been designed for our dear listener, to share your thoughts, your experience, yes, of course, and your own analysis or your contributions as regards all of the top stories that have trended in the past 1 week. Let's have a roundtable conversation, and someone somewhere hopefully would listen and get the right thing done. All right, 44 minutes past 1, and this is Open Forum. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon. I call back.
Okay.
The respect of yes, with the respect to my brother.
Okay.
I respect you so much, and I respect your permission for the car. But let me tell you, madam, this president is not willing to make the changes in time of a reduction on inflation. This president took over when inflation was 15%. Right? Now, as we see, the inflation is about 32%. Food inflation is about 40%. How do you go about that? It's very simple if you have the political will to do that. But then, if today, if the president would give waiver, right? Am I communicating now?
I'm with you.
If this president will now say that, okay, he has given waiver to import on every consumable thing, from rice, anything that can consume. You understand? Give waiver on custom duty. That is what PDP did during the time. Give waiver on rice importation. Let's treat our station like we are in a work station. You understand? Give waiver, increase the VAT, under to 15%. That's all. If today, if the president said that if you have the money to import rice, duty free. Already before next week, I bet you rice will come down to 20,000 naira. Yes. Because how many days say you to import rice from Thailand or to Vietnam to Nigeria? You understand?
Right.
This is the way to go. This is the way to go. But you can't say that you you want to bring down the inflation. Then we are now increasing tariff for electricity. Your custom duty you pay and dollar exchange rate. You know, you don't have any this thing. Condition environment will drive. Then the exchange rate is about something, and you say that it come. So it's very, you don't need rocket science to do that. It's very simple to figure out the difference. But you are adding something, you make this somebody and to common man, and you want inflation to come down. Definitely it will not. Yes.
Thank you very much. Basically, government policies will go a long way to resolve a lot of problems that we have in this country. Government policies that are people friendly, that are people centric, that ensure that at the end of the day things will make things easier for the common man. I think that's basically what I got from Malam Salau. 0913600410. We're still live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. I have a message here from Mr. Matthew Ojotule Ata on Facebook saying good afternoon. You're doing a great job watching from Abuja. Thank you very much. Please drop your comments and your contributions as well. I will take them as the show progresses. State Police, Coastal Highway, Yahaya Bello, EFCC, Forex crisis, food inflation, insecurity. What are your thoughts? Let's have a conversation. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
John from Mobile.
Oh, Mr. John, you're welcome.
Thank you. Food insecurity, inflation, Sandra, the only things, those factors that has driven us into this inflation we are witnessing now, this refinery. They should give us, those that build this refinery, are you telling me they are stupid? They are not, of course. They've seen the future and they build these whole refineries for us. What is behind this? What is this? I said in the morning, I'm still asking this question. I will be asking about it. What is the problem with our refinery? We are giving us palliatives. What does palliatives mean? Nigerians are not like this. I'm 60 plus. We grew up like kings. We go to parties, we read our books, we play football, we go on holiday. That is what we do. Way back in Ondo, we don't know about all this suffering. See where they have placed us now. What is palliative? Palliatives are meant for beggars now. We are not beggars. Let them give us right. Let them resolve the issue of banditry. Let us provide a refinery so that the price of school oil will come down at least to 300, and everything will automatically flow into places, I'm sure. And about Dangote going into being he has been a monopolist capitalist entrepreneurship man now. You see, today we talk about cement, he determines the price of cement. Look at this now. And one said there that, yes, I heard when he said that he's afraid that he may drive us into a place where we will become a one-man monopolistic. It is already so. Sandra, can't you read the handwriting on the wall? It is already so. Okay, this will now has come down because of one man. And we have over 200 million people here in Nigeria. And we have governors, we have senators, we have records on stage. Why only one man? What's all this about? We have to, reach from the crumbs from the table of one man. It's unthinkable. Right. That is unthinkable. Honestly, let them put on their thinking cap, give us electricity, reduce refineries, stop banditry, everything will fall into place and we have our life back. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. John from Ogba. Well, I mean, I think back to government. Back to government policies. That's what I'm getting from here as well. Make things easier. I was having a conversation with someone, and it just echoes what I was also saying. The fact that Nigerians can actually take care of themselves. Nigerians can actually take care of themselves as long as they have the right environment. You see, Nigerians abroad, they thrive. Anywhere you see a Nigerian outside of this country, they thrive. Nigerians are the best at almost everything. They take away the awards at almost everything in major league schools and all of that. But then here back home, why do you see the average Nigerian struggling? So is it the environment? Don't you think it's the environment? Maybe if the environment was run a little bit differently, people would actually find it easier to either run their business, have a family, or even, be satisfied or contented with their jobs. All right, 0913-6000-410. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, correct.
My name is Ejike, calling from Oᴘᴇ.
All right, Mr. Ejike, please go on.
Yeah, all right. About IGP telling Nigeria that it's not mature yet to have a state police. To have a state police. I don't know. 54 years Nigeria is not mature enough to have a state police. That is quite laughable. Quite laughable. I think Nigeria is overdue. We should have a state police. That is the way to fight the criminality that is ravaging our state. I think that's my conclusion. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's Mr. Ejike there, who disagrees with the IG, saying that Nigeria is actually mature at 64 to have its own state-controlled police. What do you think? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Thank you.
All right, thank you. My name is Dayo.
Yes. All right, Mr. Dayo. Where are you calling from?
From Oᴘᴇ.
All right.
All right. When we are talking about the state police, if they say someone is mature, maturity doesn't mean age. Nigeria might have been as far as from 1950. Independent in 1950. Age is not the majority. The way the governors are handling things that is handed over to them in Nigeria is very, very poor and worse. Talk of local government election, look at how they bastardize it. State judiciary, they bastardize it. Then state legislature too, they bastardize it. They didn't allow them to free. They do all sorts of things to people them alone. They don't care about Nigeria at all. They handed over state police on their care. It will be a mess. Nigeria will be in total mess after that. Although we need state police, but our maturity doesn't reach it at all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate Mr. Dayo. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sandra.
Yeah, correct.
All
right, Mr. John, please go on.
So what I want to discuss, I want to, if I may ask this question, how can you define a man that is not poor? Is it a man that is contented, or a man that is greedy? You are just saying, according to the one of the president, he said they are not poor. I want to let you know that Olamide is not going to poor man. If he's not a poor man, it's a greedy woman being. She understand?
Wait, see. Hello, Mr. John. Hello. Oh, please. Do well to call back, Mr. John. I need you to call back, actually. There are certain ways we can actually go about these things without having to use some certain, words, all right? Let's be very, very careful. Let's also honor the fact that this is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we have to put a respect on that. Very, very important. Please ensure we try to keep things clean as we are dishing out our thoughts. So, Mr. John, please do well to call back. Of course, you're welcome to call back, but let's keep things clean. Would appreciate that. Hello.
It's not my own job for mobile, I beg you.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to call my name.
Okay.
I wouldn't come on there and speak like talk about speak in a non-continental language. No, there's a way to. I've been calling it ever since. I have not been doing that.
Okay. All right.
Much more than that. So there's something I want to say, please. Sorry.
Okay.
Just my advice to the president, please. The Lagos to Calabar express route. please, though they have started it, I think they should have advised our president that there is so much hunger, deprivation, pain, poverty in the land. I'm not saying it is not good. You know, I've been talking of this, but to me it seems as if it's a misplaced priority. We the Niger Delta have roads already that are bad there, and most of our companies in the Niger Delta are moribund. The money that is even given to us is not properly utilized by the governors. These are the areas they should have looked into first. Because if you are alive, it's when you are alive that you can fly any road. And me, am I lying? That you need to go to those areas. You will see naked poverty on the faces of the people. I wonder when somebody is saying that from Niger Delta and that we need all those roads. Is it not that when you are alive that you need roads that you can walk on the road? What about the existing roads? What have they done with it? So they have started this road, but I am of the opinion that they should have attended to primary issues. Self-preservation is the first law of survival, which I know of. If you are not alive, you can't fly any road. Honestly, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. John from Ogba. Let's now have that distinction there. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate 0913-6410. This is Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, glad to pick my call. This is Mr. Osagede.
Osa.
Osagede.
Okay. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Redemption City.
Okay. Oui.
All right. You see, the issue of bandits in this country, if we can get somebody like Rollins to drag the ex-president out, he has a lot. By the time they quiz him, they have a lot. The immunity no longer cover him. If you remember, Sandra, when he came into power, it took him almost 7 months to form government. He was busy using Nigerian money, traveling to Islamic countries, perfecting more entry of this bandit. Some were brought in to hence he said monkey and babu blood we took. If they get a Buhari, he will explain that monkey and babu he has gathered has turned Nigeria to bloodbath, and they nobody can prosecute them, nobody can get them. Now these people have been ravaging. At a stage, if you could recall, he said entry, that he allowed them entry to Nigeria, entry without visa, entry at the point of entry, all for his nefarious activity. He has done, and when he left office, he boasted that guilty conscience, if they don't allow him to rest, or they after him, he will go to how they will know that you understand the point I'm making. It's all over. If he get to Castina, he will move to Niger. If they come to him, they will fight back on his behalf. Nigerians have turned to banana republic. Somebody will make this kind of statement and they allow him. When the Ihajirika, during Jonathan era was decimating the Boko Haram, he said killing the Boko Haram is killing the North. These are weighty statements that this man with him, they get him hooked, chain him. He will voice out a way out whereby they will Nigeria peace will be restored, security will be restored, people will not go back to their farm. He's #1 architect. Now his ally, the current government, said he will continue where he stopped. And the deputy, before they got in, he said Nigerians haven't, that's the Shetima. Nigerians haven't seen anything. and it's like I will clamp down with a kind of charm. But you see, the what you call answers, the answers is very small. Because a hungry man is ready to die.
All right.
What is going to occur in Nigeria now? The hunger will unite north, east, west, and south. It's an insult giving people palliative. When did this start in Nigeria? Beggars are the ones who give palliative. When turn Nigeria, it's a ridicule. It's an insult to an unborn Nigerian. I don't know. I hope Nigeria, I don't know. I think some people will reason up and they will have to take the whole thing, take this country back into our hands. The Nigeria I met then, I used to be in the media like you. I was with the defunct Teletype. There's this MMSC, the Nigerian shipping stuff. We get the bag of rice is about how much then? 30 something, 30 naira. You cannot oil Canada dry milk. You don't see all those ones. Quality stuff. So please, you people should hammer it. Let them get Buhari. He has turned Nigeria upside down. That babu and monkey blood.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Osaigede. I appreciate your contribution this afternoon. 2 minutes past 2. You're listening to Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. As we mentioned earlier, there's a lot that we are discussing this afternoon. State Police, Coastal Highway, Yahya Bello versus EFCC, Forex crisis, and there's just a lot. Also, we're still going to look at this credit card or credit system that has been introduced by the president. We'll also look into that as well. We have a message here on Facebook. Good afternoon, Sandra. Concerning state police, I'm in support of the creation of state police because it will help to reduce this rate of insecurity in the country. Thank you very much, Young Bash. We'll take a very short break now. When we come back, we'll carry on the conversation. Don't forget, it is open forum, so there isn't really we're not going to box you as regards what you can the area of focus that you can look at. But of course, please let's try to keep our language clean. Please, would really appreciate that. In as much as we're giving you the platform, let's have a conversation. Put your thoughts out there. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that are listening to you as you are speaking. So it is very important that we put out the right facts, we put out the right information, and we do not have to incite anyone to anything. All right, very important. So we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, Open Forum continues on Mainland 98.3 FM, so don't touch the dial.
Critical conversations in the political, economic, and social space has become extremely important.
There's a need for a lot of people, not even the political party, those in the civil society, those who believe in Nigerian emancipation of people from the shackle of poverty.
More than ever before, Nigerians now deserve to be heard. We all need a voice.
Nigeria of nowadays, we are suffering. People come on Gari, we can't buy Gari again. Gari has come as a cocaine. Food we can't buy, rice we can't buy, we can't feed our.
Join OMOBOLA Sandra every Thursday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM to lend your voice and speak to the real issues affecting the Nigerian state. Open Forum. Your time to talk is now.
Follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. On Twitter at Mainland FM. We are the sound of Lagos.
Politics often determine how much of our
It's easy to bring normalcy and redecorate. It's more difficult.
The
General elections in 2023 have created conversations and consequences that will live with us for years to come. From the executive to the judiciary, legislature, media, and the people, organized labor, and civil society organizations, issues that will continue to shape the future of our country needs continuous probing and interrogation.
I see the greater objective for the party, and let me tell you, I've told the PDP in some locations that, gentlemen, be careful. Better men have founded parties that have gone into oblivion. Where's the party of Oᴜᴜᴜ? Where's the party of Azikwe? Where's BRP of Rimi? Political parties must be nurtured, they must be reinvented, they must be true.
Join Tᴏɪᴜnᴛᴇʀ M𝗆ɪᴜ and Said Fuad on Midweek Politics every Wednesday 1 to 3 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM for thought-provoking conversations, voices from the top, engaging interviews, in-depth analysis on all matters around politics, policies and governance. Midweek Politics on Mainland 98.3 FM, bringing the right perspectives to everything politics.
Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not. If there were,
in our quest to bring to the table issue-based conversation around nationhood and development, we have made 4 to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday a perfect time to welcome you into the Situation Room as we continue to build the narrative about public service and accountability.
Mr. President, this Senate needs to know. Mr. President, this Senate needs to lend its voice to the plight of these people. Mr. President, there is nowhere I can say it except here. This is why I'm elected. If I cannot say these things on this floor, sir, I better resign and leave.
As elections give the citizens the chance to make their political decisions, constant demand for quality leadership from those they voted into office.
Look at us, man, there is nothing. We are starving. We should please do something.
It's also important to having a Nigeria of everyone's dream. Join Oᴜᴜᴜ Mspodɪ as it takes to task seasoned analysts, opinion makers, business professionals, and politicians on issues around politics, policies, governance, and leadership. Every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. on your super dial, Mainland 98.3 FM will welcome you your next as we discuss the situations. Critical conversations in the political, economic, and social space has become extremely important.
There's a need for a lot of people, not even the political party, those in the civil society, those who believe in Nigerian emancipation of people from the shackle of poverty.
More than ever before, Nigerians now deserve to be heard. We all need a voice.
Nigeria of nowadays, we are suffering. People come on Gari, we can't buy Gari again. Gari has come as a cocaine. Food we can't buy, rice we can't buy, we can't feed our
Join OMOBOLA SANDRA every Thursday 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Mainland 98.3 FM to lend your voice and speak to the real issues affecting the Nigerian state. Open Forum. Your time to talk is now.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Welcome back. It is to Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos, where the conversation never stops. It is Open Forum now, and it's open mic. We're having a conversation as regards all of the top stories that have trended in the past 1 week. And of course, the major ones: state police conversation, coastal highway, Yahaya Bello versus EFCC, Hadi Sirika versus EFCC, the forex crisis, the CBN governor mentioned that they're injecting $16 million to BDCs this week in order to strengthen or firm up the naira a bit, because apparently the naira is dropping. Also, also as regards politics, the Ondo APC primaries that was held on Saturday, and the announcement of Lucky Aiyedatiwa as the candidate for the APC in Ondo State. Also, looking at the PDP, their leadership also their path to reconciliation and all of that. There's just quite a lot that we're looking at, and of course, if a story that has caught your attention is not mentioned, you are absolutely welcome to bring us in the loop. Actually, you can have a conversation and tell us, oh, what about this, and let's talk about it. All right, open mic 0913-6000-410. that is the number to call. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section as well. Let's have a conversation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
Yes.
My name is Ade, calling from Ogun State.
All right, Mr. Ade, please go on.
Ade, my name is Ade, calling from Ogun State.
I said, Mr. Ade, please go on. I can hear you.
Please, ma, I want you to please help me remind Mr. President that he said it is now 900 and something naira. No filling station that is selling this less than 1,500 because I use truck that is business. So help me remind him that.
It's to marketers.
Hello.
It's to marketers.
To help me tell you, please help us Mr. President to give us more insight to it, because as he said, the show has gone down. We have not seen it, so we want to see it. Thank you, ma.
All right. Thank you very much. I will see what we can do to get across to the president. I don't know, but then thank you for that one. I'm sure a lot of people actually have that question, and I think the marketers came forward and as regards that particular one, as regards why it is still the same amount at the retail end, because they have to factor in transportation, moving the diesel from depot to the pumps. That's one. The taxes that they have to pay as well. There's a lot of factors that goes into that. So yes, we are yet to see a reflection of the reduction from the refinery to the marketers. We're yet to see it at the retail end. That I think maybe that's how we should ask the question. Why are we yet to see? But they're answering the question and saying, oh, transportation, taxes, there are so many other things that we need to look at as regards the price of diesel. But it has actually come down in some parts of the country. There are some states that are actually already enjoying a reduction. It's not significant, but there is a reduction. It may not be as much as we would expect or that we want, but there is actually a reduction. We'll get more details on that very soon. 0913-6000-410. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, ma.
Yes. Good afternoon.
I'm calling back. My name is Oᴘᴇɪ. Good afternoon.
Please come again. I didn't get that.
My name is Oᴘᴇɪ. I called
earlier. Yes.
Earlier before. Thank you very much. Ma, I will not lie to you. Nigeria is facing a lot of problems. I will not lie to you. And I think we are looking for the way forward, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Can I have a question?
Okay.
Is there a body that oversees elections of people's opinion that will get that the people's opinion get the right people over there?
I can barely hear you. The network isn't really smooth.
I said, is there a body that is into elections of people's opinion to the right people that people's opinion needed to be looked into so that you can put Nigeria? There's a lot of points people are saying, apart from those who are using their tongue out. When you see people who are truly looking for the country when they talk, I heard somebody say that Nigerians are peace, and you are trying to correct the person, and the person couldn't even calm down for you. Nigeria is a good place to be. You know what knows what our problem. And we know our problem. Until we all come together, love must lead. Love will change the corruption out of the land. Love will change gangster out of the land. Kidnapper out of the land. I'm not lying to you. When I was small, this is not how Nigeria works. I remember the laws that rule this country then. Even though we still have some challenges, we're not up to this. I'm a national professor from Lagos to Kaduna to Maiduguri to Yola. People I don't know, they don't take good care of me. But can I move from Lagos to Kaduna with peace of mind now today? Please, what I don't just want us to continue to talk. No. We need action. We want to fix Nigeria. Maybe we should borrow from China. Maybe we should close all our borders. Nobody goes out, nobody comes out. Let's fit ourselves. So that our youth will fix in life. Because our youth they are brilliant. But if there's no life, what do you want them to do? Then they become nuisance on the street. Please, ma, I'm still repeating myself. If there's a body that will be pushing our people's opinion, the right opinions to the presidency, maybe they can work with it. Because I don't think they are telling themselves the truth over up there.
All right, thank you, Mr. And you as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Oscar. Please, when we call in, it will go a long way if you can please turn down the volume of your radio set or turn it off completely. All right, so we can hear. I struggled a lot to hear some of the things that Mr. Oscar was saying. So please, let's turn down the volume of our radio set. Let's reduce, either we turn it down or we turn it off completely. Would really appreciate that, please. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Oscar. Appreciate you calling back to air your thoughts as regards that. Yes, I mean that's why we have open forum as well. That's one of the reasons why we have open forum, where the people, all of us collectively come together, try to put heads together and look for a solution to the myriad of challenges that we're going through in this country at this time. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that are listening right now. So it's not just you and I'm sure there are a lot of other people who are actually also tuned in and have their own thoughts as regards this, and that's why we have 2 hours every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk, because the time to talk is now. The time to take action is now. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Mrs. Sandra. My name is Dampi from Ikondo. What I want to say is that I will like the Nigerian to change this constitution, whereby every month we should be doing it like the one of UK. Every month they hold a town hall meeting to question these leaders. What you said you will do, you have not done it. The one you said you will do, at least to advise this government. Because to me, it looks as if they don't know what they are doing. It just looks as if they are ruling illiterate and people did not go to school. How can these people be forcing people to accept a palliative? Palliative is being used in the war. People that are fighting war, people that are in refugee camp, people that are seeking asylum, that they have nowhere to go. That is what palliative is used for. Government should do their work. What are they doing? They are not providing security. They are not providing work. No job. No security. They are destroying people's business. Say they are banning this. They are banning this. Millions of people are losing their job. They are not even providing any subsidy for anything. Then what is the work of this government? What is the work of the government? I hear they say they want to construct road from Lagos to Calabar. For what? Do you know how many thousands of people's homes they are going to destroy again? Why is it that APC they like to destroy and ban? Why are these people doing wicked like this to money you want to use for the road, why can't you use it to repair the refinery? Are the refineries Songo? Are they man-made God? Why can't they repair the refineries? They should repair the refineries. Everything will work in Nigeria. They should, which one is electric bus? They say they want to do electric bus. Well, we don't have electric in our house. We don't have power in our house. If you go to other countries, there are some Nigerians there that don't have any job. They are eating well. They are eating well. Food. The poorest man in UK can eat, has water in the house. But this government is citizen. They are just doing us as if we are refugees. This APC, I don't want to say anything bad. They are only listening to radio. Let me tell you, I know the radio rules. These people, why is it that the government, they are just putting here in the radio on people that is attacking them, rather than for them to listen to people. They are listening in the radio to ban the station, but they are, instead of them to listen and take the advice of people, these people should stop pushing us to the wall. It is not good. The even devil cannot do us like this. It's very, very bad.
All right, thank you, Dampi. Appreciate you. We understand, the passion. We understand the challenges. We're all going through it, whether I like it or not. I'm a Nigerian. I stay in Nigeria. I stay in the same environment. I buy at the same price that you buy. I also, enter transport for the same price that you do. So we are all in this together, and that's why we need to keep talking until someone somewhere actually does hear and something is done. Hello. Please turn off your radio set.
Pata.
It's alright. Thank you.
It's dead. Pata.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I think this is my first time to contribute on this program.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Ambrose, and I know the program, but I have never been opportunity to talk. Then we start by saying that there was a heavy downfall on Sunday.
Yes. It rained.
Now it was in the way here, on Monday when they eventually got like the market. I think they said the electricity. That's part of the negligence that we're talking about. And he said NEPA people came that morning to work on that thing, transformer or whatever. So what happened? You look at factors, like I said, the stuff are very expensive. I used to buy bag of rice for my family. Bag of rice for my family. But now, the same amount I used to buy bag of rice, I can get it. And just I really don't know how I'm providing. There is no electricity. You have to power your generator so that if you see all of them should go and be charging outside, you discover that at the end of the day, it's even going to be more. So, and we have a mini detail. There is this job that we want to talk about. Sandra, the job I used to buy for 1,000, now 10,000, 2,000. This education, we have children in higher institutions. My daughter just traveled there yesterday. I knew how much she paid to me. So she's finished. But she has to go and do one or two things. Now, Omobola, the solution to this country, like I always say, the presidency knows what to do. President Bola Ahmed knows what to do. If he wants to write his name on marble, he knows what to do. The major problem that we have here is impunity. When you have somebody at the top and the person does not care. For example, there was a time I was working with the Lagos State government when an engineer committed an offense. They just only remove him from there to where he will make money again. That's the punishment they give to him. Whereas they are supposed to jail him and deal with him as a deterrent to others. Those things are not there. You see what is happening with the EFCC now. Just imagine the former governor trying to escape from and I thought 50 billion, maybe EFCC can recover 40 or 45 billion. They will, then use the other 5 billion, that's 40 or 45 billion, use the other 5 billion to settle other people. Then they can keep 2 or 3 billion. Omobola, if somebody asks for 3 billion, it's made in this country, even with the value of naira. So these are some of the things. Bola make people lose what. If he does it, naira will crash. If he does it, our medical facilities will improve. NEPA will improve. All these things that we are saying, it's not rocket science. If you don't know what to do, let them go to other countries that are developed. Let them find out how they have to do it. Right. I'm telling you, they know what to do, Sandra. It's just that they don't have the political will to do it.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. What do you think? Do you agree with Pastor Ambrose that our leaders actually do know the right thing to do, but the political will isn't there? What do you think? We're looking at state police. The IG has said that Nigeria is not mature for state police. But then what do you think? Do you think the pros outweighs the cons? Lagos Coastal Highway. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, has called it a misplaced priority. What do you think? Yahya Bello versus EFCC. What do you think? How do you make of the handling of the EFCC as regards Yahya Bello and all of the drama that's just been back and forth? Also the involvement of the Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo, and also former aviation minister Hadi Sirika as well. Also has his own battles with the EFCC. So outside that, also forex crisis. In politics as well, Ondo APC politics, what are your thoughts? And also looking at, there's just a lot of stories. The bullying situation as well, we haven't had anyone say anything as regards that, the bullying situation as well. What do you think? Do you think it's time for the government to step in, or the Ministry of Education to step in as regards bullying in schools? Just a lot of stories for us to look at this afternoon on Open Forum. The number to call is 0913 600410, 0913 600410. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Hello.
Can I please talk again?
Mr. John. All right, please go on.
Let me talk about the issue of Yahya Bello and state police. I will tie the two together.
All right.
Honestly, the IG is absolutely right and correct. Okay, now I am of the opinion that we are mature for state police, but the scenario that played out by the present governor of Kogi State protecting ex-governor Yahya Bello from the arrest of EFCC has given me the that no, we are not yet right. At least those policemen that were used, those security agencies, they are of the federal government too, but because they are his own personal security details, what if they were to be of state police under the care, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? In fact, there will be bloodshed, I can assure you, because they know that they are independent, they are not at the beck and call of the state. That it is the state government that calls the shot for them. So they will not even allow those policemen to go EFCC to leave that place. And I can tell nothing will happen. Honestly, that is of my opinion. So we are not right for it. About the bullying. But let me tell you, bullying has been happening in school. Even when I was in primary school, I was bullied. Let me give you a scenario. I was tall. That guy was short in primary 2, and my other sister was in primary 6. So that guy was just a menace. He will beat everybody, he will attack everybody because one day he slapped me and I called to my sister in primary 6. My sister and the mate now said, look, you are not ashamed of yourself, you are taller than this person. Everybody started laughing at me. So it has been happening, but unfortunately most of it are unknown to the press or the head of the school, because as at that time I was unable to let it be known to the authorities. But government should step in now. But the problem, the people that are carrying out this bullying belongs to the children of the powerful people. And of which there's just like what is happening in government, of which if you know who knows somebody that is in top position and of child bullies everybody, there's nothing the principal or the government will do. They will sweep it under the carpet.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. I appreciate. I think everybody has one bullying story or the other in this country, especially those who went. And some people see it as a rite of passage, but it's becoming something else, because the truth is, we didn't know then. Apparently, all of these things, one way or the other, contributes to our psyche and who we become as adults, and that's why you see a lot of adults who are bullies as well now, because they were not checked properly when they were younger. 31 minutes past 2 p.m. and you're listening to Open Forum on Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good afternoon.
Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you very much.
My name is Joshua calling from Agole.
All right, Mr. Joshua, you're welcome.
Were you around in this country during the military era? Hello?
I'm with you, carry on.
Okay. What exactly did the military do to us that we kept them away that the politicians have not done twice?
I don't understand that question. Please come again.
What did the military do to us that we chased them away that the politicians have not done twice?
Your point is?
Because is it the corruption you want to talk about? The politicians today are more corrupt than the military. Then we used to talk that the military, they are corrupt, the military are corrupt. Is it freedom of speech? But I could still remember when the military thing, when people were talking and all of that, people for freedom, democracy and all of that. Told them that once we come in, everything will be fine. Nigeria will be working, the military what we want, installing our development. Can you point out what the civilians have really done in the last 4 years of democracy that you could take the stand away from the military? Is it the refinery with the military? Is it the military?
So what's the point, Mr. Joshua? What are you trying to say?
What the civilians have done is worse than what the military did. And to me, if I have my way, I will chase them away. Because we are not benefiting anything from these politicians. The democracy has been like a curse in Nigeria. We are not getting anything from these people. No, we are not getting anything. And in the area of now be saying the Calabar road is the place priority. I don't think it's getting that right anyway. I don't know how you come with the place priority. All I just said that road should be finished in the next 8 years. The only thing I see that is not well done is that road should have been given to like 3-4 contractors. And the 1 billion given to one contractor should have been shared in 3 places. So you start from the end point and start from the end point, and then the middle also continues. So that you not just abandon it at a certain point to serve, or maybe you are taking it to a certain point to start from section of the people and abandon it and the other people did not get anything. So I felt it would have been done from the starting point and then the middle. So if you have 3 contractors that doing that project, if 700, you could share it, decide between 200 or 150. Whoever finishes first, get more.
All right.
That's just my take.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Joshua. I appreciate your contribution. I have a message here on Facebook. Prince Michael Ali is saying, when President Tinubu leaves office, power will shift back to the north, most probably. So local government police is important. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Prince Michael Ali. I appreciate your contribution. The number to call is 0913 6,410. That is the number to call. We still have quite a few more minutes to go on the show for you to share your thoughts as regards the hot topics at the moment. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sandra, he's saying today that Nigeria is not right for state police. I think the person is not in this country. Maybe or the person does not never have a night in this country before. Sandra, Ango, you are a journalist. you live in this country. Just manages my voice, so I'm having cold.
It's okay. Sorry about that.
So this Nigeria today, tell me, all this, all the out of criminals and criminality that is happening in this country, where is it coming from? Is it not from the rural areas? Is it not from the communities? Is it not from one house or the other? If we are having community policing and state policing, these are the people that will be helping us to nip this thing in the bud before it being escalated. It is reason either politicians want to use the state police for their own personal gain or not. We should consider the larger percentage of the positive aspect of it, not the few aspect of non-use of it. So when people is talking about we are not right for it, you should think of the way this conventional policing structure that we are using has long disappointed us. If you come to my local government now, you will find Nigerian police with to carry arms, staying in the sun, collecting money from the bike, collecting money from the keke marwa, collecting money from small buses. You will see the way they behave. This is how you know that no, this policing structure that we are having is not more useful. We should dismantle them. We need community and state police. This current policing structure, do you know how many people that have been killed? Do you believe that our armies are overstretched? Army that's supposed to be embarrassed, that's supposed to be protecting in case of any external aggression. Army has now been using in place of police. So this current police structure should be dismantled. We need formidable community and state police, whereby you and I will know the person that is policing my area. Not that you bring somebody from Kano to come and be policing somewhere in Ajangbadi. Or you take somebody from Ajangbadi to go and be policing in Anambra. No, let those people in the area policing themselves. You will see that killings and even these bullies, everything that we are talking about, will stop. Because most of these people that are committing this crime, they live in one house, they live in one community. They know them. You and I know those people that are disturbing our area. That is that issue of Yaya Bello. Okay. I think I'm not talking about that Yaya Bello never steal. Yaya Bello might have stolen, but most of you media and EFCC has said that Yaya Bello has stolen without even trying it. Yes. No. No, let me hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Even when some of you talk, you never said allegedly. You will said Yaya Bello has stolen 82 billion, which is unfair. If Yaya Bello decided to go to court, some of you journalists, your name will be mentioned. So the way EFCC is going, I think they've already tried. EFCC did not win this Yaya Bello's case. I think EFCC is the one that has shot himself at the foot, because the way when you see the way the EFCC chairman is talking, you will thought he has one personal issue with Yaya Bello. You understand me? He's not even talking about how we will take him to court. We want to arrest somebody. He's a former governor. Write a letter. Even thank God, it's an APC member. Report him to the national chairman of APC. Report him to the president. You will see you didn't want to submit. When you now see you lay siege in his house, saying like a common criminal, no, it's unfair. They are not being fair to Yaya Bello. That is why I like the way he's being eyed. If EFCC is ready, court will be the one to tell Yaya Bello surface in court. EFCC should do the right thing. Yaya Bello will do the needful. Good afternoon and God bless you.
And you too as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Labalakwe. I want to believe that, well, he said journalists, he didn't mention any names, so I strongly believe that none of these journalists are from Mainland 98.3 FM, because they're all allegations, as we always say. EFCC, I think yes, Pastor Lukoide mentioned it earlier this week, that some time ago, that this is a case that he inherited. He's not the one that initiated the case. He met the case file, and Yaya Bello was invited for questioning, of course, because they have to look into it, make their investigations, and then do what is necessary. But I think I understand the angle you're coming in from as regards, or whatever it is, or how the EFCC is handling the whole matter, and how the EFCC chairman as well is handling the matter. I think that's the crux for a lot of people at this time now. But the truth of the matter is, EFCC has come forward and made allegations against Yahaya Bello. Don't you think Yahaya Bello, if he's clean, just come forward? Hey, what you guys are saying or what you guys are doing isn't the right thing. This is what happened. This is what happened, and all of these things would have been solved. But the hiding and hiding and hiding, was that necessary? All right. So I think on both sides, they both have questions. I was like, Yahaya Bello, why are you hiding? EFCC, what is up with the media trial? So I think, on both sides, they have questions to answer as regards that. But then 0913 60410, 0913 60410, that is the number to call. I'll take a message here. We have a message here on Facebook. Aliu Abdul Rahim saying, good afternoon, Sandra. About state police, I would have liked it, but the politicians will be using them against other parties. Democracy is not working in this country. Sage Babalola, appreciate the voucher he sent to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Aliu Abdul Rahim. But yes, we understand that there are advantages and there are disadvantages of state police. But do you think the advantages outweighs the disadvantages? That's the question. Because, the IG on his own hand has concerns, valid concerns, if you ask me. But then we all have been reiterating the importance of having state police. So the question now is, do you think the pros outweighs the cons at this time now, so we can push ahead with the establishment of state-controlled police? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
Yes.
My name is Abubakar.
All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Papa.
Okay. Please go on.
On the issue of the state police.
Okay.
I think I'll go with the IG. Because when we are trying to solve a problem, my end up bring up another problem. I expect the government, what I expect of local policing at the local government level. In that way, it will be more easier, at least for them to be a kind of to be in charge of the security of their respective domain. But going at the state level, our politicians, just like what you say now, or what's happening with former governor of Gᴏᴜᴜ, there's no way that the sitting governor you help your predecessor in evading arrest just because you have security details with you, and so much more kind of problem that will can come up. At the end of the day, when building another problem that might go beyond our imagination. Or in the issue of highway, the coastal highway to Calabar, I don't know why people are saying that it's an increased priority. It's a welcome development. That will open a lot of opportunity. The timing from Lagos to Calabar will be reduced. It will open a lot of opportunity along those corridors. And I'm expecting them to even go ahead with this the super highway from Lagos to Abuja. If we can drive 6 hours from Lagos to Abuja, that's good. A lot of opportunity, businesses, construction will happen. How are you saying that the government will not embark on capital project because people are hungry? Does that mean that they will take capital money for capital project and go and feed people with it? One cannot stop the other. The issue of the arrest of the EFCC with the former governor, I don't expect the EFCC to be holding their trial in the media trial. Why the EFCC come out with telling Nigeria that if he doesn't convene Yahaya Bello, he will resign? What does that supposed to mean? All we want to see is an action. In the first place, why are they not? Why were not able to get a court injunction to start to start the the former governor. So you are calling the former governor. I know that okay, you want to brief me. You want him to say that if there can be an out of court settlement, so that if you can report those money, all those things. It doesn't work out that way. If you have perfected your investigation, then see this man to court. So as way it is going now, they cannot even question, this man cannot even be questioning, except they will just arrange it in court. So they should go ahead, they should just go ahead, we just want result. There's no need of telling, going to media, addressing media that, like as if somebody is trying to stop them from doing their job. It's not good. We want result. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Abubakar. That's the angle we're looking at it from. We also asked for 410. I think we can take 2 more or so.
Hello, Sandra. Good afternoon. Moving from Lagos to Oᴘᴇᴜ Express. No, currently now I'm at So, Minister for Work did not fix that one. Now has been putting his cap and taking his face. He did not even do anything. All these people are the stakeholders that are working with Tinubu. Is it how we are going to continue in this country that God has blessed? Look at it. No refinery. They are clamoring for Dangote. How much is the bag of cement? How much is sugar? In fact, God will deliver Nigeria from this mess. So they should fix the refinery. Let the fuel be cheap, so that the price will be cheaper.
That would seem a little bit zero. We've also not looked at the fact that so what do you think so we can have an extensive 410 that is still the number to call. Let's have a conversation. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Redemptor.
Yes. To me, it cannot work. We all know we are in this country. Take example from the state police. We should come on board.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Mr. Sandra, how are you?
Oh, it's going well. Thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Bature, how have you been?
Very good.
Thank you.
Police.
Okay.
Then the other one is concerning between the EFCC and the Yᴏᴜᴜ. I will go by saying this. This is my mind. Anyone who actually says, see, the truth is the benefit from the state police is actually there. The way Nigeria has actually for some years now in terms of security and XYZ. But Nigeria, we agree with ourselves that not only this issue of what is it called? The current government the way we actually display the JPFCC. That some of us understand that the politician we abuse it. If some of us cast our mind back, that was that COVID-19. There was this issue that actually takes place in the River State between this chopper pilot and XYZ. That the city governor there, that is Wike, displaying that how which he was the one that actually did, should I be the one dictate for the commissioner of police what it would have waiting it the way it would have gone about it between him and the central government then and XYZ. Baba, I think the truth is some of us understand for our politicians the way they use if they eventually not this state police just like some of pencil in their hand. Whatever way they like, they will just draw. Now, anyone they do not fit, they will just cancel and all those stuff. They will misuse it. That is just my own side. Then in the issue of what is it called? This EFCC.
And Yaya Bello.
EFCC and Yaya Bello. EFCC, sometimes, this is my opinion. I am not saying Yaya Bello is actually done well. So it's not politicians who eat our money. But the EFCC themselves to do their homework very well. In the case of Oᴘᴜᴜ, the EFCC was passing through the roof and XYZ. Today, we don't know how that came through. How many will measure? This media noise, the EFCC should try to minimize it and do their work diligently. Not all this issue of, and should I say, people or social media stuff.
Hello. Thank you very much. I appreciate, yes, Mr. Abubakar. I appreciate. That just reminded me of, yes, the Richard Okonkwo scenario. I don't think I'll ever forget that one. 0913. I think we can just squeeze in one more phone call and wrap things up for today on Open Forum. Of course, the conversation continues. Oᴘᴇɪ Fᴏʀᴜᴜ is somewhere gearing up for Situation Room by 4 p.m. But let's wrap things up for Open Forum for today. Hello, good afternoon.
Sandra, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to call twice.
It's fine. It's Open Forum.
Joshua from Angola.
Okay.
Yes, you are doing group work and you don't have their part to get all the thorough job. Number one. Number two, whoever said that Nigeria is not right for state police is just like telling us that Nigeria itself is not even right for police, whether federal or anything. I just came in yesterday from Uyo. We passed to the Iİrsᴛ Sandra from the Iİrsᴛ from Port to Bayelsa to when I got to this place. We had more than 100 checkpoints, police checkpoints. And what they do in that place is not taking whether you carry a bill or anything, as long as you give them money. Is that what policing is all about? Is that how it's being done elsewhere in other countries? So I was shocked when I heard that statement from the IG of police that Nigeria is not right for state policing. And like what? And please, I want to know, if we have state police now, are these current police now, maybe you are from Cross River and you are from the state, and the current one, are they going to like send them back to their state of origin? Hello, Sandra.
Now that's part of, I think that's part of what they're looking at as regards state policing, to have people, who are indigent.
Yes.
The state makes it easier since they understand the people, they understand the terrain, they understand the environment. It just makes things easier for them to secure.
Exactly, because honestly speaking, to me, I see no reason why somebody will come all the way from Zamfara to Buddha and you don't understand the language of the people, the culture of the people, and you get to one point and you are asked. They begin to ask you what your name, they are even hearing your language, they are still asking some question and all of that. And people don't see a bigger picture. They are clearly right be getting with the bad water. What about the employment that is going to do?
Alright.
Even the current police system is doing abuse. So yes, we might have one system or the other of abuse. Somebody making fun of independent. So we should look at this thing for the good of this place.
Thank you, Mr. Joshua. I appreciate that. Well, that's a wrap for today. That's the last call we can take for today on Open Forum. It's been quite an interesting run. One thing I'll just say is that whether pros and cons outweighs one or the other, the point is, even if they are going to go with state police, the modalities or the strategy they're going to go about it is very, very important. If they are going to stick with the federal police, there needs to be some changes, restructuring to be done as regards that. They need funding. The welfare of the policemen is very, very important at this time now. If not, and then we need more policemen, because according to reports, 30% of our policemen are carrying handbags for VIPs. This is also we are already under policed, and then the little that we have, we are using some of them for personal needs. Some of our VIPs are using them for personal needs. So I think whether or not we go with state police or federal police, both of them needs work. That's, I think, the takeaway we can take from that one. All right, as regards the other stories, we'll follow it as it progresses, whether it's the forex crisis, whether it's the price of commodities out there, whether it's the diesel a reduction, when it's going to be reflective on the retail price, or whether it is the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. They started work already. Money has been disbursed to the contractor. So we'll see how things will turn out. We'll see how things will pan out. But then the truth, to wrap things up this afternoon, Please, our leaders, do not turn us into a palliative dependent people. All right, Nigerians are amazing. Nigerians are resilient. Nigerians are wonderful, creative creatures who are very proactive, who take initiative. So, when the environment is enabling, they know what to do to ensure that they take care of themselves, take care of their family members. Please do not turn us to a palliative dependent people. Please and please and please. That's a wrap for today on Open Forum. Jaydan will be here. Let's cool things off a bit with some Afro music. And then after that, the conversation continues with Oᴘᴇᴜ in the Situation Room by 4 p.m. My name is OMOBOLA Sandra. I'll be here again next week, Thursday by 1 p.m. The time to talk is now.
Nostalgic feeling on radio. Introducing classic hits.